I thought back to the lunchtime in elementary school. Those had been the days, and yet I couldn't deny that there was a part of me that felt that way. It really had been a while since Shimamura and I had spent time together, with just the two of us. No matter how hard I tried, I simply couldn't shake off the feeling that these two had butted in, that this wasn't where I belonged. Had wanting to hide those feelings been part of the reason why I had smiled? It's pretty rare to see you smile, Adachi, Shimamura stated, poking fun at me. Well, excuse me? Shameless. I'd smiled just a minute ago, hadn't I? It had been a pretty wide grin, too. Or maybe not. Still, if there were any smiles that felt like they didn't come from the heart, they had to be Shimamura's. Often, it felt like she smiled simply because it fit the situation. Just what were the things that Shimamura was interested in? I had tried asking her this in the past, but all I had gotten as an answer was a mix of dunno and some stuff. And thus, for the first time in a long while, I ended up having lunch in something other than silence. Not much of the lunch break remained once we were done. The other students had all begun leaving, and joining them, I too finished my bowl. Are you gonna spend the afternoon? Shimamura asked me after we'd brought our trays to the collection station. After what had just happened, I wasn't really in the mood for going back to the gym all by myself. Besides, I had also brought my bag with me. I think I'll go to class. I see. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I could swear that I saw a trace of happiness on Shimamura's face. Looking at it moved my heart, making sure that her friends in front of us didn't hear. I spoke the following words, loaded with the slightest sense of antagonism towards the two. Hey, would you mind if I came over to your place after school? My slightly nervous question earned a small head tilt from Shimamura. Why? I'm free, so just figured. There are an endless number of places we could go to spend time, so why my house? Was what she wanted to say, judging from the look on her face. Speaking of her face, I wasn't really a fan of the expressions she made at times like these. Maybe I was just thinking too much, but it really did feel like I was being accused of something. Even if we do go, there's nothing to do there. And my little sisters, well, whatever. Sure. She couldn't be bothered to explain it all, and ended up cutting her sentence short. Something about her little sister being home and being noisy seemed to be what she had wanted to say. But seriously, there is nothing there, she empathized. Yeah, I know, I nodded to her. I knew well that we wouldn't do anything there. It was the experience of visiting her house that I felt to be important. Once you became a high school student, you rarely got the chance to visit other people's houses. I simply wanted to take that single step towards being special to her. Under no circumstances could I come out with it and say that I wanted to be alone with her. Her house, her room. The dream was trying to rouse me, but I shook it off with all my might.